What's up, guys? Today we have with us this Losi Baja Rey. This is the Mint 400 edition. It's a really cool piece of kit. It's officially licensed by Ford, and this is it's based on the 2021 Mint 400 truck. And I'm not going to talk too much. Let's get into the details and show the truck itself. So here we go. Get it out. Alright, wow, really cool color scheme, and I love when they do this. I love when companies actually paint the whole roll cages underneath these things, and well, this one has to be because it's based off of the real scale truck. So yeah, let's take it out. It's not really heavy for a trophy truck, so this is pretty cool. And I love the fact that it's actually a 10th scale truck, because many of these 10th scale trucks come and they're probably like a 1/8, 1/7 scale, like the Traxxas UDR, but this is an actual legit 10th scale size truck. And I love that about this thing. Very cool. All right, so looking at the scale and realism of the truck, first thing you notice when you look at the back is in here, you see disc brakes. And I love the fact that they look very realistic. They don't look plasticky or cheap. They actually look like they're made of aluminum and they're hollowed out. So that's really nice and gives it kind of a scale look. Even from the outside, you can kind of see the caliper painted very nicely with the disc itself. I do wish these were aluminum or something more durable than this plastic, but obviously I will definitely change those. Yeah, I also love the fact that they have this kind of like a scale cooling fan system that's over here. I'm pretty sure you can replace those and actually put real fans here to cool the electronics or whatever that are in the truck. Another thing that's really nice is that over here, to access this spare wheel and tire kit that's over here, you don't have to like use a wrench or anything to unlock a nut. This is actually something you can just undo with your hand, which is a nice feature. And it's kind of like a quick, not a quick release, but yeah, technically a quick release. You can do it pretty quickly. Obviously you'd have to use the equipment to undo the nut on the wheel and put the abused tire over here and replace it. So anyways, looking at the paint scheme and the color scheme of the truck, I love this stuff because it's really nice with the black and the red and the checkered flag and the big Mint 400 logo. And the fact, again, that these roll cages were painted in red on the inside really highlight the cage from the interior, and it looks so cool from the outside. The feel of the suspension feels really good. It actually, some kits I notice you feel the suspension is very light to where it bottoms out and it doesn't have enough compression. This one is pretty balanced, but again, I could be wrong. It only shows you how balanced the suspension is when you actually take it out and drive, which we'll be doing in a bit. Another thing is that I like about these kits is that they come with an LED light bar on the rear and on the front, and that's really cool. This is some plastic protection tape. I'm gonna take it out right now. All right, so I took off the front bumper section just to take off the plastic protectors that were underneath it. And while we're here, let's just take a look at the servo setup over here, as well as the shocks and the suspension, also the A-arms, and it's just a really nice setup. I don't know if they're CVD shafts, they don't look like it, but it's just a nice little setup. And I don't know if they have aluminum replacement parts for this stuff, but I like these parts to be more solid and beefy to kind of replicate the real thing. Obviously, I understand these are not your standard plastic bits. They're like a fibrous material that is built to kind of have a little bit of flex to prevent it from just snapping if you get into contact or bump into something. So it's just nice. And again, I love the fact that the roll cage is painted this way. It's just really, really nice. So I'm gonna put it back. All right, so the truck is here now. Let's get into what comes with it. And the first thing I notice is a familiar product, which is this transmitter. And I'm not really a fan of this transmitter. I've had some minor issues with it before. It's not bad, but it's not ideal, especially for a kit of this caliber. So anyways, I'm gonna put that to the side. Another thing we get here is this bag, which contains, I'm assuming, the manual amongst other accessories and spare parts. So yeah, we have the manual here. We have a little box of which the content is unknown. Let's check it out. So this is okay, fair enough, for the charger. Interesting size. And check out this. Alright, so the other things. Okay, so we have the transmitter battery, and I love this. This is really cool. This shows you that this truck is a limited edition. So basically you get a chip, and it's got some weight to it, so it's a solid chip. And it just says Losi, and it has the Mint 400 logo, and it shows you that it's a 2021 limited edition kit. That's really nice. You get some servo spares here with a pinion gear, and I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like a detailed fuel filler for the body. This is a fuel filler, it looks like it, but I could be wrong. Again, manual for the battery and the charger. And this thing, which I will figure out later. Do you want it? It's right here, if you want it. You're a good boy. So yeah, Gerald approves and he is happy. I know you're gonna drop this, so I'm gonna put it here. Alright, cool, dude. Alright, so I'm just gonna show a 360 view of the truck with the lights off, and then I'm gonna turn it on and show it with the lights on. There we go. Alright. Really looks good, guys. This thing looks really, really good. I want to bash this thing, but I don't really want to bash it too hard. If I do so, I might change the body, because these bodies are limited edition. You can't just go ahead and buy them, especially now. So yeah, most likely what I'm going to do is to bash it. I'm gonna probably put on another body and paint it, probably to a similar scheme, but yeah, this is just too good to really bash it hardcore. But again, it is an RC car, it is meant to be driven, it's not meant to be a shelf clean, but yeah, I don't want to destroy it as well, so. A better view of the LED. They're pretty powerful. They're not really weak. If you look at them straight on, they're quite powerful, and I like the rear ones as well. Very bright. Yeah, really cool piece of kit. So I'm excited to take this guy out and see what it can do off-road and kind of on-road, but I want to drive it more off-road than I do on-road. So this is it for the unboxing, and let's go see how it behaves while it drives. All right, so we just got back from running this truck a little bit off-road and a tiny bit on-road, and first impressions is that it just looks absolutely stunning. And the other thing that I noticed is that it behaves more like a short course truck rather than a trophy truck, which it's supposed to be. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because short course trucks are more so for the track. And yeah, honestly, cool piece of kit, really nice. Again, I don't think I'm going to be bashing it too much, because I barely took it for a long time off-road, and you already see some like rash on the body. And on the underside where it says the limited edition number, so you have this, which is here, the 173 out of 600. So yeah, it's just, you can tell there's a lot of dents and scratches just from one go, and I don't know if I can be happy with myself letting this get completely scratched and wiped out, because I do believe this is laser etched, but yeah, I could be wrong. But it's just a cool thing to have the number of your build out of the whole production units that they made. So anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the rundown on this truck. I do think it's a great kit, regardless if you're a beginner or more advanced into the RC game. I think if you're able to get your hands on one of these things, you will not be disappointed, and I will see you next time. Ciao.